Hello, beautiful people. I hope everybody's doing fine. I hope your families are well. I hope you're not too worried about anyone particularly. And if you are, bring that positive energy within your conversations. Keep your spirits high. Use prayer, use positive thinking, whatever you have to use so that you can keep yourself and everybody around you in high spirits, because it's only that way that we can fight this big thing together. I saw something yesterday and I loved it, and it was capital letter virus, the virus, and they said they dropped the I and they dropped the U, and they said I and you can break this thing. We can break it. I and you can break this virus. So I thought that was pretty smart, and it's easy to remember. Okay, so today is day 10. I cannot believe it. Today is day 10. It made me think, what have I done so far, and why did I do all this? And I started some reflection, and I'd like to share with you some of my thoughts. The whole point of this whole exercise of 10 days, which, by the way, as you may know, was not planned, but it just happened to be taking a life of its own, basically. It just pushed me to come up here, get ready, put my lights on, put my camera on, and just shoot. And I'm thinking, what did I do? And if someone is asking me, what did you do in these 10 days, Miriam? What can I answer? I'm taking a deep breath. The answer is, I'm trying, or from the bottom of my heart, to share everything I know so that you can create the life you want. So I am a firm believer that we are in the driving seat of our life. We are the director of our own movie. We are the actors, but we are also the director, which is very important. So with this in mind, how can I create my best life ever? And it doesn't matter where I am today, whether I'm 20, 30, 50, or 70. And you could say, it's too late. It's never too late. Ever, ever, ever too late. And it's never too early either. So, how do we create our life? I did go through a lot of hands-on exercises, like define your passion, see what you want to be and do a wheel of life, write your affirmations, and the 6 habits in the morning. But really, the bottom line is very simple. It's like Alice in Wonderland, when she stopped at a crossroads, and she asked the rabbit, which way should I go? And he said, where do you want to go? She said, I don't know. So he says, okay, well, any road will lead you there. So basically, we do not want to live a life by accident. We are here just because it just happened. We want to live a life by design. And this is really my, I could say my mission, really, is to ensure that every single person is inspired to live their life by design. Whatever they design it, they can live their life by design. And I do not believe that it's too early or too late for anybody to do that. I think we all have within us the power to do it. So, how do we live our life by design? I'll tell you my opinion and my firm belief. It's more than an opinion. It's really my firm belief. I believe that once we know where we're going, not like Alice, we know where we're going, and once we put our intentions and focus our energy and our actions and our positive thoughts on where we're going, we will get there. I have no doubt in my mind. I have created things that were almost impossible, and I can share with you a story. But when you believe that you're going to have what happens to you, you will make it happen. Let me share, first of all, a story that one of my teachers was sharing with us, and I really loved it. So he is in the personal development world, obviously. He was one of the best masters I attended. And he was saying that, of course, his grandchildren heard about what he was doing, and he put it into simple, small words. And he told what his granddaughter once. He said, she understood that, if I need... no, let me tell the story the way it is. So basically, she wrote on a list her Christmas wish. She said, I want this Barbie doll, I want this toy, I want this game, and so on and so forth. She was maybe 4 or 5 years old. So she wrote this because her mom made her do the exercise in early December. And then at some point very close to Christmas, her mom asks her, oh, so by the way, you still want, let's say, Barbie and Ken? And then the daughter looks at her mom and says, no, I don't want it anymore. She says, oh, how come? She says, Mom, you know what? I did what Grandpa told me, and I started playing with them in my head. So I played a lot with Barbie and Ken, and we did these things, and we did picnics, and they danced together, and I sat them, and they had tea, and they played with my stuffed animals. And she said, you know what? I played so much with these two the whole month of December that now I don't need them anymore. I'm ready for something else. That's the power of the mind. This little girl created in her mind a reality. She created a total reality. She created the joy, the fun, the excitement of playing with her Barbie and her Ken in such a way that she enjoyed it so much, even if it wasn't really in real life, that she didn't need it anymore, and she was ready for the next step. She grew up and she was ready for the next thing. I have a few similar stories of things that were considered impossible and that happened to me. And I realized why these things happened to me versus other things that I would like to have and are not happening to me. And the difference between these two events is my unwavering belief that they were going to happen on the first one and some hesitation on the second ones. I'll give you an example. And a long time ago, I was working for a company, for a corporation, and we had a rule that we were allowed to one trip a year. So I went to this trip, and it was business trip, of course, not enjoyment. So I went to this trip, I learned something, and then there I heard about an amazing conference that was going to happen 2 months later. Amazing conference, and I knew that this conference was gonna make my life easier. It was exactly in what I was trying to learn in those days. I was in strategic planning in those days. It was a strategic planning conference. Anyway, so I go back to my boss and I say, you know what? In 2 months, I'd like to go to this conference. And he says, no way. I mean, we have the rules. You've been to one trip. There isn't, not even a VP, not even a president will go to 2 trips in the same year. And he talked from one ear, it came out of my other ear. I didn't even consider what he said. And I'm saying, I'm waving to everybody. Guys, I'm seeing you from Hawaii. Hi, Chantal. Okay, so I'm thinking, I'm going to this conference because this conference is amazing. I mean, this is exactly what I want. And now I'm starting to think, oh, maybe I have to pay from my own pocket. I mean, I'm going to this conference, whether I pay from my own pocket or whether the company pays for me, which, of course, I was doing this work for the company, so I expected them to work. But you know what? I was going to do whatever it takes to go to this conference. So I started planning, I signed up, I started planning, and then while I was looking at it, I wrote a very long email on all the advantages of this conference and how each advantage would be advantageous to the company. I sent the email to my VP, he was a VP, to my VP. He shared it with the president, and next thing I know, they call me and they say, you know what? We're gonna make an exception and you're going to this conference. You convinced us. I said, really? And then my boss is looking at me, says, Miriam, I don't know, it never happened again, but I guess something is happening. And in these days, I didn't even know what was the power of intention. I didn't even know what's the law of attraction. I had no clue. I had no clue. It's just later when I thought back, I said, oh my God, I knew that time. I knew without a doubt that I was going to this conference. Everything else was just hoping for the world to rearrange so that I could go. So why am I sharing this with you? Because when you have a firm, unwavering, unshakable belief that something is meant to be for you, that is something you desire and you deserve, you feel deserving, and you have a very strong desire to have it, the world will shake itself, it will rearrange itself, and it will make it happen. Last year, very few months ago, I lost my mom. Some of you know about that. And I'm going to tell you a very quick story because it's important as well. We were looking for long-term care, and the people who were helping me, which is a social worker, she said, Miriam, the wait is 18 months, and just to leave the hospital, it's 5 weeks, minimum, average, not minimum, average, I'm sorry, it was an average. So that was, the discussion was on the 22nd of October. On the 22nd of October, she told me, Miriam, don't expect your mom to go in a home right away. 5 weeks until we find something, and the something is a transitionary, they call it transitionary beds. And usually it's 18 months till she goes to the final destination. So you pick a final destination, but don't put your hopes too high. I left her, it was on a Monday morning, I remember clearly. And by the way, I had just came back from a conference where we were primed up with the power of creation. So basically what I did is I didn't hear her. Whatever she told me, the 5 weeks, the 18 months came from one ear, went to another ear. What I did is I started looking for the best home for my mom. And I picked one which was 100 meters away from my house. And the same night I wrote her and I said, this is the one I'm picking. She says, oh, this one, the wait list is even longer. Why don't you pick another one? And I said, no, I'm sticking with this one. And I know my mom is going to be out of here soon. It's a long story, but I can tell you that on the 31st. It was the 31st of October. It was a Friday. On the 31st of October, I get an email from the health ministry, government, whatever it is, telling me that my mom they found a room for my mom Monday, November 4th, Monday, and we were going to move her then. So basically, from the 22nd to the 31st, count, I don't know, 8, 9 days, 10 days. Everybody around me was telling me the system takes minimum 5 weeks just to move paper and then 18 months to find your final destination. And I got the final destination 100 meters away from my house. Exactly because I had a firm belief, like super firm belief, that my mom could not stay 1 day longer in the hospital. She had to be cared for in a nice environment, and I wanted to have her close. I didn't want to spend an hour and a half going, an hour and a half coming back, and being discouraged by the distances. I wanted something that was easy so that I could go twice a day, 3 times a day, see her. That was my intention. Of course, the world, the universe, God has a bigger intention, and my mom passed away, but that's beside the point. That I created a room and a bed for her in the best possible place. Do you feel that? I was convinced beyond a shred of a doubt. And this is the result of a lot of years of practicing, reading, practicing again, training, seminars, learning, and so on and so forth. I want to share with you that anything you want for yourself is doable. It's feasible. It's nothing is impossible. You can today you can decide something and attract it and create it. And I have gone for the past 9 days into some little bit of the elements that are important for creation of your life. That was my purpose. The purpose was not to give you one tool for your to-do list and one tool for your actions and one tool for your affirmations. The whole objective of all this together is putting it together and giving you the power of all these tools that will, at the end of the day, create the life you want. Yeah, I hope I got through some of you, especially those who did not believe that this is possible. The law of attraction is possible. Call it the law of creation, call it the law of attraction, whatever you want to call it. You are the master of your world. You are the master of your life. You are in the front in the front driving seat. You are the director of your own movie in which you're the actor. And once you understand that, everything else is like, whoo, easy, easy, easy. Okay, so today is kind of the last day of this spur of the moment, live at 5. I've been thinking about doing a couple of series. One of them because people are staying home with their children, and I know a lot of grandmas like me are talking to our children or grandchildren via Messenger, Facebook, FaceTime, whatever it is, and we have more time. So I was thinking that maybe, and tell me if it's a good idea, especially the young moms and the grandmas, tell me if it's a good idea. I'm thinking of doing a series on how to bring everything we learned to the children. Because if we can teach those 4, 5, 6, 10-year-olds that this is possible today, hey, it's so much easier. They won't have to get rid of all the crap that they learned. We learned a lot of crap. We learned that we're not good enough, you're not the best, whatever we learned in school. We heard from, I don't want to put it on the parents, but I mean from the whole learning system, from our whole society. Women should not do this, men should not do that. After 50, you cannot do this. Before 20, you cannot do that. I mean, we have so many no-nos and don'ts, and that it's like, of course, we're paralyzed. But kids, it's like fresh, clear. I sit with my Lily and she gives me a cup of tea on video. And I do this and I drink and I say it's delicious. She says, oh, you liked it, or do you want more sugar? I mean, she believes the game we're playing, you know, because it's easy for them. They can live in that world. And if it's easy for them to know that she can do anything she wants in life, and she can be, I don't know, the ballerina, the doctor, the astronaut. Of course, I'm gonna dream big for her, but she'll dream whatever she wants to be. The painter, the singer, she can do it. She can do it. And if I can give her some tools today that I am learning for years, why not? So, a couple of things for you guys. One, let me know if everything I said is useful to you and how you're planning to apply it to your life. 2, tell me if you would like more of the same, like really more of the same. And 3, tell me if you would like something where we could talk about how we can transfer this to children. Okay? Now, for the surprise. I promised a surprise yesterday, and everybody who joined now, thank you for joining. So I promised a surprise yesterday, and today I'm gonna give away the surprise. I wanted to do a draw, but I'm gonna do it differently. First of all, the person who was here for all 10 days is the big winner. And the one person who has been here for every single day, and I want to salute her in front of everybody because consistency is one of the first success tools, basically. So Shireen Bashatli, thank you for being here. Everybody knows now, the whole world knows that you have been here for 10 days. So you get this. You get the one-on-one coaching where you could decide in which area of your life you'd like to apply it. I'll help you through the 10 classes, apply all the principles we discussed. The second and third winner, because there'll be three, whoops, where is my hand? Here. There'll be three winners. So the other two winners are writing down in the comments why they would like me to support them and help them. Whatever your reason is, if you tell me that you would like my help and support, I'm yours for coaching you on one-on-one, okay? And of course, we're talking free of charge. How is that? Hello, Isabel. Now, another thing I'd like to share with you. I am going to create a classroom, quote unquote, on Zoom, where we can all see each other. Because as you know, as much as I love lives, I told you that the biggest, my biggest complaint, quote unquote, is that I do not see you. I love to see people, you know, I love to share, but I'm alone. I'm alone with this phone here. So I'm creating a class. Don't call it class. Actually, it's a mastermind group. I'm creating a mastermind group where people, like-minded people, men or women, who want to rekindle with their passion, who want to reignite their life, who want to move to the next level, whether it's on personal or on business or on career, will get together. And I'll send you the details. I'll put the details on my Facebook page and I'll tag you so that you can see the details. Today is Thursday and I was hoping to start this Monday, but I need a big kick in the butt because there's a lot of work to do and I haven't done half of it, but who knows? Now that we're stuck at home, really my priority is getting this message out there and of course spending time with my grandkids on the internet. I'm also spending a lot of time with my cousins all around the world. I love Zoom, and I recommend you do the same. So, a lot of information. Conclusion, if you liked what I said in last 10 days, please let me know what it is that you liked most. Let me know. I need feedback because the more you give me feedback, the more relevant information I can share with everybody else. Right? So you're kind of helping me help someone else. So that would be appreciated. Thank you in advance. And so leave a comment and let me know how I can help you personally on free coaching, in what way, and we will talk one-on-one. You can send me a text if you want. Okay? So with this in mind, I'm gonna let you go because I'm not gonna see you tomorrow. By the way, Saturday we have a private dancing party for 30 minutes just to keep our juices up, just to keep our energy up so that we can bring push energy around us so that we can be positive around and kill any negative vibe that we see. So we are having a dancing party open to everybody. Abuna Antoine, you're welcome. If you want, just let me know, send me a text and I'll invite you. It's private, so you will not see it on my Facebook page. It's gonna be a private thing. Everybody in their own place, in front of this computer with amazing music. And I need a DJ, by the way. Okay, so here it is. Feedback and let me know how I can help. Okay? Thank you, everybody. Thank you very, very much from the bottom of my heart. This has helped me get out of my shell as well. And I wish you a healthy weekend. Bye. Bye-bye.